And when we short circuit that relationship building process, you better believe that the post hello to close process has still gotten harder in this digital age. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to this channel. And if you're on YouTube, check the alert notification button here. And let's talk about why it's gotten harder, in my opinion. And this is based upon data, right? So since March of 2020, marketing emails have increased by 62%. Data pollution. Virtual events by 1,000%. Data pollution or digital pollution. Sales calls by 28%. Digital pollution. Ad spend, 22%. Digital pollution. Not to mention, call completion rates are down by 1% from less than 3% completion rate. And email open rates and click-through rates have gone down by almost a third because there's several impacting events. Number one, Apple iOS is blocking opens and clicks. And so we can't see that data anymore oftentimes, right? So selling has gotten a lot harder, in my opinion. And we are now, as a seller, required to become data collectors and data analyzers. What do I mean by that? Well, every buyer prefers something different. Now with a digital omni-channel approach, one buyer wants a phone call, one buyer would prefer a text, one buyer prefers an email, another buyer loves videos, another buyer prefers some other channel that we haven't even thought of yet, snail mail as an example. And so this omni-channel approach has made it more difficult to penetrate and engage with buyers. And we now, as sellers, have to figure out, okay, I got to text John between 5 and 8 o'clock. He'll respond then, but I got to basically email Mary. She doesn't like phone calls. And we have to understand this and manage our time accordingly. And the tools and the CRMs, by the way, are not designed to support us knowing when John, Billy, Mary, Susie, whoever it might be, are going to pick up the phone, are going to answer an email. They're not giving us that data. They're not intelligent enough yet because we haven't caught up with buyer preferences. And now, with more options than ever, we no longer can hold data back. Buyers have information and opportunities to buy from anybody out there for services that we might be procuring. There are no, I'm the only one in town, the only game in town anymore. And it's oftentimes that buyers get to us and they are already through a large majority of their research process. And we have short-circuited the relationship building process. And when we short-circuit that relationship building process, you better believe that the post hello to close process has still gotten harder in this digital age.